All right. We should be getting into Elsword very shortly. Stream is a go. Stream is a go right now. Look at the HD Totodile. Hey, I made sure I actually ported HD Totodile over into everything I do now because that was just genuinely how it should be. But yeah, hopefully, I don't really know if Elsword's audio is gonna be that loud. So we shall see. Hey, there she is. The Elliest of Swords. We only have the Elliest here. Only the Elliest of Swords. Alright, hopefully this isn't too loud. I'll turn it down when we actually get into it. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. As you can see, let's let me move this over. I can actually see chat partially if I move it over. All right, perfect. Okay, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I know nothing about the new masterclass update, and like it's just so cool to see a game that I've been playing for so long actually get like a really cool update about it. Obviously, as if you couldn't tell by the intro card or whatever, my favorite character is Ad. I came into the game around like when Ad came out, and well, I mean I was always on and off because I was so much younger. I was always on and off with it. The only time I really solidly played the game was when Ein came out, and I got Ein to level 91. So, like, yeah, that's just kind of, yeah. But I have this one. This is the only account that I actually put money onto. That I know is sad, put money into anything in this game. And then there's this one, which is just another ad. But today, we're going to be playing the only ad I've never played, and that is not Labby, actually, but nice try. We're going to be doing Doombringer, which is, you know, a Psychic Tracer, Lunatic Psyker, Doombringer. I'm super excited to try this out. Because my favorite one is Mad Paradox, of course. That's my favorite one. Or I'm only Diabolic Esper, but let's just go right into Doombringer. Let's play the ad store. Oh, wait. Wait, one moment. So yeah, there's Nitrocaster 2, which is the right one, and there's Nitrocaster, which is my second one. So what better than Nitrocaster 3? Of course. Easy. I find it funny that there's literal just text, and then the voice acting is like always off for a little bit. It's not like they're matching lip flaps or anything, but like they're not even matching lip flaps. It's just pictures, so they can just read the text and it would have been fine. But that goes for everyone. It's not just the ad, not just the ad intro. It goes for everything. But yes, he collapsed and he fell down into a pit and he awoke in the where the Nassods are and his dynamo. Approach that knowledge like a moth attracted to light, longing for something powerful more than anything else. Come on, this is gonna be 2 for my experiment. Alright. and this game does not require anything from my mouse. Let me in. I don't even need these early game combos. Look at these early game combos. Oh yeah, it makes A and C your things, but I said nah. I'm a League of Legends boy, so I made Q, W, E, and R the spell buttons, and then I made the row of 4 below it, which is just ASDF. I knew you'd stab me in the back sooner or later. Oh man, okay, I feel like, honestly, I know pretty much most of the plot, like, of the game. So I mean, like, I'm pretty suited to just, you know, skipping past anything story related, to be honest. Oh, I could just skip immediately. Heck yeah, man. Sweet. Faster gameplay by skipping event scenes. Honestly, just for the stream, yeah, I keep it on all the time for every character, like when I personally play. But I mean, I might as well just disable it. Do I have a button? Like, 1 second. What if I just like? What if I just like? Yeah. Okay. It looks like I have a button messed up because it looks like I have ASDCF. Wait, so let me fix that. Actually, that's interesting. Or is it in custom keyboard? Because they also changed the layout of all that. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's set to 5 for some reason. That's interesting. Okay, so I think this should be swapped around. Oh no, I know why I did that. I know why I did that. That's because I made Z, because whenever you have the extra slot open, and since it's only temporary, or at least until you get an assigned character, I made it so that way like status things are like marked on C, so it's next to the 2 attack buttons as opposed to being an actual ability. So I guess it makes sense why I put it there. So never mind. I won't fidget with that. That seems pretty smart to me, to be honest. Yeah, let's go to our quests. Yes, I have them marked. Awesome. Edward one. Okay. Tree of L. Here we go. Oh yeah. And this, I'm so glad that's universal. That's universal for all kits, because like the lightning is like one of the most broken things in Ad's kit, because that's like his main like combo tool. Not combo tool, I want to say, but it's like keeps them in hit stun. So you're like, and then they just like, if they're in it, then they just can't move. And you can do it for as long as you want, or at least not as long as you want, but until like it says nah, stop. Because when Ad came out, he had to get some big boy nerfs. He was big boy busted. I would do a I was considering doing a Mad Paradox run, just to do Mad Paradox for YouTube, but then I was like, ah no, I see potential in the fact of me not having all 3 variations of Ad. Yup. Banthus, easiest boss in the planet, even when he comes back stronger, because he does come back stronger. For some reason. Apply title now. Okay, yeah. Oh god, I'm really scared. Is it gonna play the cutscene? Because I alert you. If the cutscene happens, then turn your volume down, because it doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you do. If you have your volume down, like in game, the cutscene volume is just gonna be like blasting your eardrums for no reason. But yeah. So this is Elsword. It seems kind of slow paced in the beginning, and after playing like so much, because the stories don't really change. I'm gonna be honest. Like everything is still exactly the same. The only difference is like stuff that happens in background plot, and the characters that are in the story because of who you're playing. That's like the only difference. Like when you're playing with Elsword, Aisha, Reyna, then it's those three in the main gang, and Raven eventually. Apparently Ayn is part of the main team that travels, which is kind of interesting. But it gets kind of repetitive, you know, just kind of having the same story. But I can see that's why they added Labby, because Labby is her own story, her own independent story. She's the only character that you cannot play with friends because of it's like your own story as her, which is cool in essence, which I think is a very nice touch for the game. I feel like it needed something fresh that isn't the same story. I also noticed that they removed some of the interstitial bits in between main villages, because like they kept Wally's Bridge Memorial, but they got rid of like the first area after the village that you spawn in. And I thought that was kind of weird. And then they also got rid of like the place after Wally's Castle Memoriam, before you got to Bethma or whatever. Get behind him. There you go. I know Ash's like base kit like the back of my hand, so it's like it's pretty easy. Like he's going for the flurry, I'll go behind him by dashing and X, or if like base keyboard it's S. Not S, it'd be C. Oh no, not William Slash. I gotta pull back, psych. Easy boss fight. Easy boss fight. Foru Slayer title. Ugh. There he goes. He's off to Wally's Castle. See you later, Big Will. Big Will Foru. I've always wanted to stream or record Elsword. I've tried recording Elsword way in the past, but that was like when I used Bandicam. And then I realized that like there was so much more I could do. Me recording with Bandicam was such a time. It was back when I recorded Minecraft solely too. That was such a time. Elsword really does bring me back, because it was a game that I grew up with. Free game. It brings you kind of into like anime in a weird way. Because I was never really huge into anime, but like, you know, my sister would always show me like some anime stuff back in the day, because she was all about it, and it was cool. It was a cool time. I feel like Elsword kind of just like bridged a weird gap of gameplay, because it's like a weird MMO. it's a weird MMO, but it's also like a manga, and it's also pretty well made. You can tell that a lot of effort was put into this game, which I think is what makes it so compelling to play, because it's actually decent. It's actually at its core. I mean, yeah, it can be mindless, but like, tell me, can Diablo be mindless? I think Diablo can be mindless too, and that game is like Blizzard. It's Blizzard Co. Like, and there's a lot of stuff in that game that could potentially be mindless. And then there's Elsword, that is not made by like a AAA studio, and still feels like it has a lot of love and polish to it. Like, I remember when this game did not feel polished at all, but now this game just feels like incredibly polished. It's a little interesting comparing this game to Diablo. It just crossed my mind that I just compared this game to that game. It's just interesting to me. Oh no, Monkey Man. You get to take his tail. I'm gonna turn the combo thing off after this one. Or actually, no, I think it turns itself off after a certain level, because I like I said, I have his base combo system memorized. Whoa. Nice suit. But yeah, no. So like, it was so weird playing this back then, because it was like an anime game, and I was not super into anime. I read manga. I read Bleach. Bleach was like the only thing I read. I didn't even know what Dragon Ball was at the time. Like, I knew what it was, but like, I just knew like, oh, that's Goku, that's Vegeta, that's Pickle, and then that was it. Then you see me now. I'm a full-fledged. I could be a certified weeb with all the Dragon Ball and JoJo knowledge I have, but I'm not that bad. I swear. I promise. But yeah, it's just weird. This game kind of kept the flame lit for anime, I guess. I guess that, and also the fact that I have a lot of friends that I met throughout my life that also really love anime. So I guess I can't solely blame that curse on Elsword, but can't say it didn't help though. What? I was behind him. Okay. I say this game's polished, but no, it is. It's very polished. Learning the jank is also part of the experience. There we go. Now I'm behind him. Didn't hit me. Whoop! People were like, no, that's still broken. No, it's I can kind of understand. Exit automatically? Nah, I need to get that. There you go. Kick me out. Okay, it's gonna exit me automatically. Okay. I cleared Watmist Swamp. It's all mine. Oh, yep. And that's why we skipped those cutscenes. See, that's what I'm saying. Even though I have my sound at like nothing, it's the cutscene that plays. It just still so loud for no reason, and it's always been that way. That's one of the things that they just have to fix, but haven't done yet. It's quite interesting. But aside, all right. So skills. So many pluses. Okay, no, we're good. Particle accelerator. Wait, I can wear that? Or is that... Oh, I can wear that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wear it then. Breaking the seal, I don't care. These are all things I could sell. I could sell my beginner Kobo. Okay, sweet. I'm developing my base moves which is sweet. This seems like a move that would probably go up here. It's like, what, 200 plus MP? Yeah, okay. That's also... That Void Breaker's 200? Okay. Doesn't seem like a 200 move, but we'll roll with that. I order my stuff by mana cost, by the way. Like I usually have 2 300 moves just for variety. Then I have 2 200 moves, and then I have like 200, like 199 lower. Just on my C, of course, I have like a stat move, and then I have like 199 lower for like little low cooldown flick moves that I can just kind of keep going on.
You seem to be a traveler. I wish you a
It just seems like a decent method. Seems like a decent strat to go around. Oh, I should have went to the hot springs. I forgot. Can I take Kobo Express there? So I don't feel like traveling. Traveling naturally. Alright. Skill. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna... Can I turn this off? Or is there... Okay. You know, it'll go away eventually, so I'm just gonna keep it on for now. I forgot. I'm not using my Awakening that much. I'm not using Awakening cycling that much. Because how Ad works is you can cycle his Awakening properties because the orbs that are underneath his DP, you can cycle through them. Or not cycle. If every time you activate your Awakening, it kind of happens, but you can Ad's like the only character that can like really cancel and reactivate his Awakening like constantly. So you fill his DP gauge, and then your like Awakening is like sextupled. The effects of your Awakening is like sextupled essentially. And it substitutes DP for mana, or not mana. It substitutes mana for DP because that was a poopy in my part. You know, it substitute mana for DP. So that's like the main benefit of it, but also the enhanced combos, enhanced power, enhanced moves, and yeah, it's just Ad just has a lot of niche to him. Despite being one of the more simple characters of the game, he has a lot of niche to him. Has a lot of nuance, I'd say. Oh, dang. Getting a little choppy with the frames, I noticed. Enraged Ent. Enthralled opponents. That's the name of the mission. I just kind of forget. Like, I know, like, most of the, like, early mission names because, like, I've played through early games so many times. I've also played through early game a lot with, like, people that, like, I thought I would like stay more committed to it, and then they just like forget about it. I'm like, hey, you want to play Elsword? And they're like, ah, I'm not feeling it, which is fine. I'm also like that with a lot of things, which is alright, but nah, it's just that I've done it so many times. Like I just started up and I get like a decent chunk of the game through, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, I don't want to play anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Either they thought the game got boring, or it was just like they just forgot about it. But yeah. Which is whatever. And people, I'm not the boss of people's life. People can do their own thing. But that's why I have like so many characters, because I never wanted to play the same character twice unless it was ad, and I never always made a new character, and that's why I have so many characters. I always made a new character. It's about like, and I had it. I made sure that I memorized who I played with and what character they were playing, so that way when I played with that person, I would always have a character, the correct character to respond with, you know? Alright. Enthralled opponent is defeated. Quite clear. Easy. Temp Pet 4, baby. We always name him Ferocious. That's just who he is. He's just Ferocious. Do I have Kobo travel yet? Hot Falls. Heck yeah, man. I need to get to the Hot Falls. I need to get my robe. And there we go. That was it. That's all that mattered. Okay. Oh man, I just realized that I forgot about mentor pupil missions. I don't really care about them. I'm gonna abandon all these quests because I'm never going to do. I'm never gonna do pupil mentor stuff because I have no one to be my pupil, first of all, and then I also have no mentor that I really need. I'm never gonna need a mentor, so I'm never gonna find a mentor, rather. That's also part of it. But yeah. Okay, so our real missions should be the weekly, the story, the epic, and the events. And then the repeats whenever we get to those. And man, they also changed the layout of the villages a little bit. Like I've noticed that before. It's just like it just still gets to me because like it's just so interesting. We want one of those. We want one of those. Because these are two separate things. Okay, which one goes my... So that's a top piece. That's an arm. That's a top piece. Or no. Wait, ring, necklace, top. I think it's just because we get those eventually anyway, regardless. So, okay.
Come back soon.
Can we see? Oh yeah, I was gonna receive any of these. Forgot. Because I was gonna save all those for my main character, my main ad. I just didn't do it. Inventory. Oh yeah, it's because we do get stuff already. Okay, so physical defense. Okay, let's just apply all this stuff. So these are both bad in that case, huh? What? materials quest special. Oh, I forgot. We need to open up these boxes. What am I doing? Ooh, some intermediate bronze dynamo. Okay, we're just gonna name him for Ferumtious, because that's just what we gotta do. We always name him Ferumtious. Oh, that's stagnant. Beginner, intermediate bronze. That has a better resale price. I kind of want that. And this is better for... Okay, so this is just better in general. Okay, I'm taking that then. So that can both be sold. This just lowers my physical attack down. That lowers my physical defense down. Some spirit tea. Okay, sweet. Hello again, Lucia.
I have plenty of beautiful things.
I'm gonna sell some stuff.
Look around. Oh, are you leaving?
I've heard to sell the other stuff. Okay, my bad.
Oh, I offer the best places
Store,
around.
sell, boom, boom, boom. Making some stonks. That's what we do.
Come back soon.
So what was in my mail? Oreos coupon. Event dungeon item used to enter El Rio City Run. Can only use one time. Well, there's no way that I'm like at a high enough level to be able to participate and win, right? Need a specific. Okay. I guess we could try it. I don't I don't know what this entails, but sure. Oh? Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay. X. X. Jump. What? Okay. Okay. Got a C, I guess. I don't even know what I just did. Guess we'll try it again another time because I don't even know what the heck that just was. It's a brand new thing to me. Shiny magical powder. Sparkling jelly. Oh, sweet. 75% of my HP. It's pretty good. Okay. Sweet. It was interesting, though. It was interesting. Okay, let's continue with the main story, then. We don't need to queue up with no randos. We're all good by ourselves. Oh, was I not... I forgot, Did I forget to set it to hard difficulty? I may or may not have forgot to set it to hard difficulty. Because there's usually... Oh no, or maybe didn't they remove difficult? Okay, I forgot, because I think I remember them removing, because there used to be normal and then hard runs of dungeons, and then it would increase or decrease the level range, and whatever. Like, what the required level range would be or wouldn't be relative to the dungeon difficulty and harder, whatever. I think they may have gotten rid of that, but I don't know why. It also gave you better rewards, I think. It's also one of the things for it, but yeah. If it's gone, it's gone. It's just one less thing to worry about, but I mean, yeah. I always like to go for more of a challenge whenever I play. Sweet. Alright. Oh wait, no, maybe. Maybe that is the case. I feel like they may have gotten, they may have gotten rid of that, because usually you go for hard mode if you want to fight the bat. And I don't remember switching it to hard mode, so... Oh man, what am I doing? I'm playing a little whack. Say ultrasonic attack. I'm about to beat up this bat. What do you mean? Right. Banned this for the second time. Unfortunately, not the last time. See if I can get this this big boy move popping. Come on. That's a neat level 1, or not level 1, that's like a neat early game high MP cost. It's a pretty solid one. I just got a lot of messages on my phone. Interesting. Alright, so this is where we pick our job, and I'd say, you know, I've already have my main time tracer account. I have the second arc tracer account. Let's do psychic tracer. Not account, but profile or character, I guess, on this account. I don't know. I only have one account, so. Alright, psychic tracer. Let's get it. Do I have to go back to Bantus's cave for this one? Cave melon from Bantus's cave from the bats. Got it. Okay. Yeah, a lot of like a lot of the quests in this tend to be repeats because I don't know, it's just the timing of when you get certain things. They tend to make you play some of the same stages again just for the specific quest of gathering certain things. So yeah, it seems a little mundane. It does seem a little mundane, until you realize that you can just get the quest done and then leave, and then. All right, so next to Bully's Castle, or Underground Waterway, not Bully's Castle. Quantization? What was that? Quantization. I don't remember that one. Let's try it real quick. Is it when I'm getting hit? Oh, so when I'm in hits, then I can just use that to back off. That's interesting. I wouldn't use that over my teleporter, but I guess I'll put it up here for now. If I need a quick get out, then I can just press R. You said it about most League of Legends characters. Yeah. Magic power aura. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. You know, the only thing is, though, about these streams is that I actually might do a little less, because there's not really that much to, like, talk about. Like, when it comes to this game, when it comes to, like, stuff like Pokemon, I feel like there's so much to say, because, like, you're always planning, you're always like, oh, my team, and everything, you're always talking about your team and what's coming up next. Always running through tall grass, grinding XP, saying out your strats. But usually, games like Elsword is kind of more of a relaxed game, like where you're like half focused, especially in early phase. In early phase is just mainly you pressing like the attack buttons, honestly. But but also like still learning the controls that you know. Whereas like I think that this game is more of a game like where you sit down and kind of just have a conversation with people in the chat, I guess. It's kind of chill. Because unless like you're really trying to like go for like certain stuff and beat a level, and then you can just kind of talk to chat with this game. This game's more lax when it comes to streaming. I do like funny cuts, and I do like edited material. It's very cool. I like real-time edits too. Real-time edits are cool. I just like something was just so much more authentic about streaming, because it's just live. It's you. It's the person having conversations with the audience. Well, I'm glad that streaming is just like a very relevant thing. Whip that one. Wow, that was terrible. Got these sick setups, man. Air platform canceling. So, yeah, for that reason, I might end the stream early, like, not early, but, like, you know, maybe around an hour, because I usually like to do an hour to 2 hours, and it all just kind of, like, fits. It fits, right? Yeah. Because the nature of an Elsword stream is definitely more lax and talkative to chat, as opposed to intensive gameplay of a Pokemon Nuzlocke. It's just, so, it kind of... Yeah, I feel like this is suited to when I have an audience to hold the conversation with. Oh, perfect. I actually need all this gear. That's for physical attack, but the build that I'm going for is definitely more magical oriented, so I don't really care about that. I prefer to keep my defenses up if I'm gonna, because my magical attack is the main priority here. No, I feel like we're gonna get the job up. We're gonna get the job up for the Tracer done, and then that seems like a good place to get to finish it. Don't need to worry about the plot. Plot's unimportant for the stream. The plot of this game is something to kind of like enjoy yourself, because this is a free game. This is a whole free game. Non-spawn, but this is a whole free game. And it's just very good. And you can enjoy the story, no matter how jank it gets sometimes. And confusing it gets, because certain characters are not where, like, you're seeing cutscenes for characters that you haven't even seen in the story yet, and you're like, huh? But it all comes together. All the warriors of L meet up at some point. Little Django trying to be Big William for you. You're a fool. Yeah, sorry. Again, like I might not be saying much, but that's just like, you know, because there's no one to talk to. This chat's barren. That means that I'm just saying, man. If you are watching this in post, please share. Get me out there. I'm really trying to make it with this thing, this whole YouTube biz. I'm not trying to sound needy, but you know, it's interesting. It's something that I've wanted to do for quite a long time. Like I remember back in the glory days of older YouTube, there was like Ian Anthony Smosh and classic PewDiePie and Barrels and old Markiplier playing all those weird fan games and stuff. I love what they do now most of the time. Like everyone that I used to watch, and it's also very interesting to see all the ones that never made it. Like I don't know, you see either a lack in popularity or you see that they like dropped off, you know, like, and Tobuscus, his old Minecraft thing, and then back then when he got into controversy, people still think that he did it to this day, and he didn't. He didn't. It's just a fact. He didn't do that. This guy does Minecraft, man. He's starting to go back to his roots, and I'm not sure, and I feel like that's gonna get him a lot of attention, which is because everyone wants the old Sky back. Everyone wants Sky back. Even though I do have a lot of good memories from Sky Media, there was a lot of problems with Sky Media, which is understandable. And it's just so interesting, like seeing where things or how things got from then to now. Back when it was just troll faces, and now it's like Pogs and Pepes and it's just very interesting to see how things came to be. And it's always something that, even though it looked kind of weird, it was something that I never could do, but always wanted to do. And now I'm kind of getting there. Like I have some tools, and I will work with the tools that I have to supply entertainment to the best of my ability. It's always something that I wanted to do. These may be late night rants, but that doesn't mean that they're not wrong. They're not distruthful? Untruthful. They're not untruthful. That's what I'm looking for. Does it go away in 7 days, or does it just like adding hot spring, add 7 days, the item will disappear if you want to use it? No, I'm good, I'll keep it. Oh yeah, can I hide the costume, please? I can't. But look at all the stat boosts. Look at all those stat boosts that it gives me. It's so good. Fine. I'll wear it for now. No, I won't. I need the challenge. I'm a masochist at heart. I have a very masochistic playstyle when it comes to video games. Hardest difficulty or bust. Man. I was looking for those least optimal methods. Like, back in Dragon Ball Fighters, man. Krillin was the worst character. Where is he now? He's really good, but guess what? He's still not the best. He's still pretty much the same as he's always been. I still made him. But I've always chose low tiers. What do you think I play Ridley? Ridley's a D tier. What do you think I play Lucas? Lucas is a C tier. I said that I would main Wolf from day one. If Wolf makes it into the next rendition of Smash Bros, I'd main him. And then now everyone wants to main Wolf because he's A tier. Just kind of sucks. Everyone's got a Wolf now. It's like, oh, okay. Wolf was one of the coolest characters in Brawl, and then all of a sudden he's gone. But I guess that gave time for Sakurai to redefine the character, because he was just like a worse Fox in Falco in that game. He just had like he felt close enough to be a clone, but like janky enough to be a like not a clone. If you catch what I'm saying. Also, you know, he wasn't even going to make it into the game. Neither was Toon Link, and neither was Jigglypuff, which is so weird. Because in the third installation of the game, they were like, "Yeah, let's cut the character let's cut one of the characters that were had been in the franchise since day one, or not day one, but since, you know, the first game." And they wanted to cut it off in the third game. They were like, Puff, yeah, which makes sense because Puff was originally a gag character. And then people realized that, oh, Puff was a gag character, I kind of want to play Puff. And they're like, oh, Puff is kind of fun, but in a bad way. And then H-Box. And H-Box is cool. I love H-Box. Yeah. It was just so interesting that they were considering cutting someone from the base roster from the first game in the third game. But then again, they also had a lot of plans for Brawl that never came to fruition. Like Dixie Kong, like Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong were gonna be like an ice climber duo. That would have been interesting. It would give you like how they like play based off each other in Donkey Kong Country. Oh! Oh yeah, the Dryad's Blessing is sweet. Dryad's Blessing is my favorite. It's like my favorite one, next to the nature. Oh god, what's it? There's the green one and the yellow one. The yellow one is the blessing. And I just love it because you can kind of just chill there and heal up. It's solid. Alright, here comes the first decently challenging boss of the game. And that's the main man, Wally number 8. But then again, he still also gets smoked. Also, prepare your ears for another cutscene. You're not gonna like what happens after I beat this boss. Your ears are gonna be taken for a ride. And take for a ride. But yeah, they also had some new stuff to the character, which I think is kind of interesting. I think they must have done that to every character then. Gonna take it for a ride. Whoa! I didn't even see that I was prepping. That was confusing. Alright. Sweet. We beat up Wally number 8, baby. That's how we do it. Alright. Prepare your ears. Ooh! Ain't that a noise? Alright, then there's Edward 1, which is a story thing. Not gonna get into it for the thing. If you want to experience all that, then you gotta play it for yourself, man. Experience the story. It's decent. It's good. I like it. Convoluted and interesting in like how does that fit there at some points, because you're playing this character and this character isn't there, but yeah, you don't ask questions is the thing. the whole shtick with that is that you just don't ask questions, and then we'll give the developers some time, and then it'll probably be better, because this game is still getting worked on. It's still getting stuff added to it on the regs, because the developers get KOG, they love this game. They work on it because they think it's gonna be something great, and it's been something great for a long time. But it may be a little shaky here and there, but hey, it's fine. A lot of great games have convoluted stories. Do I not have dynamic camera on? I'm sorry. I've been treating you guys very unfairly. I can't go into settings from here? Oh, it sucks. So be like, oh dang, I don't have dynamic camera. Oh, that's definitely a 300, isn't it? That's a 300. You're gonna go up there. My bad. Oops. I saw something in my A slot and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a cheap thing. I'm just gonna press it because why not? It's reflex. Nah. Can't wait to do Camilla's basic training. Oh, I'm already doing Camilla. Oh wait, what am I doing? I already did that. I don't need to do it anymore. Oh my god, more pupil missions. I'm not gonna worry about this yet because like I just don't need to. I don't know about configurations of certain moves at this point. Quest. What was I doing again? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, settings. I need to turn on that dynamic camera. Where is that? Graphics. Where's dynamic camera? If I don't see dynamic camera, I'm gonna lose it. I need dynamic camera, please. Wait, no, if I remember correctly. Dynamic camera was in keyboard, right? Like there's like a button that activates dynamic camera. Dynamic camera, it's F9. Dynamic camera has now been activated. I'm gonna press F5 too, because it keeps the game from getting buggy. Don't I need to buy Camilla's like guides or something? Okay, need to clear Wally's castle with an A rank or higher. Okay, sweet, perfect. Then we can start Bethma on the next stream, whenever that is. Because I might do Nuzlocke tomorrow. I want to alternate. I don't want to just keep doing the same thing once a day. I want to alternate it. So I want to do Elsword today because I did Pokemon for like the last 2 days. Not last 2 days, but the day before yesterday and the day before that. But yeah, I want to do more than just Pokemon all the time. You see that? That was the dynamic camera. Check out this dynamic camera. Whoa! And look at the skill cut in. Oh man. I'm telling you, you're missing out if you don't have dynamic camera enabled. Let me just tell you. Dynamic camera just gives you the angles that make this game look sicker than it already is. Like the moves look sick. And then when you get your job upgrade, the costumes look sick. Or not costumes. The costumes look sick, of course. But when you get your job upgrades, the combos look sick. And then abilities, because the abilities you get later are so hectic. Like I was playing with my friend, and she was playing Eve. I was playing Ad, and I forgot which one she did, but there's literally a move for Eve and one of her builds, and you can just like send rockets flying through the entire screen. You don't even have to be near the enemies. You just send rockets like flying out through the entire screen, and then all of a sudden everything is, and the entire room is dead, and you can progress. And a single button press. And it looks sick too. You just see all the missiles flying by. I'd be jetting ahead just because I like wanted to actually get some like benefit out of it, right? And then she'd get MP to press the button, and everything. I just see a bunch of like daggers flying by me in the air, and I'm like, oh, well, looks like my work here is done because I didn't even have to do any work here. Ain't that the story of my life? My wife, haha. That's my wife. Alright. Let's go beat up Wally again to get, and then we can get our, is that Lunatic Psyker? No, Lunatic Psyker's another one. My bad. What's the start of our boy, of the new boy? I'm a new boy. Since I came, felt that I think I want to swap these two around because, like, there you go. I just want to swap those two around because I feel like I'll be pressing C more in the clutch of a situation as opposed to R. And my R is more of like a setup right now because it's what it is. Hit. Oh, I was really hoping there'd be a dynamic camera for that. I was like, I'll take the hit there. Alright. Come on. Alright. Sweet. And there we go. And now, at Camilla's basic training, do I have to buy... I have to find her missing... No, wait, what? That is the mission. Oh, I guess I have to... Oh, I have to find it. It's in Bethma Dungeons. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna go there next. Awesome. There we go. We got a job change. We are now a Psychic Tracer. Let's go. Throw down ZZXX. Okay, so now we can see. Now we have new combo routes. Change your job using a special job change ticket. Well, why would I do that? I don't need to. I know what I want. I know exactly what I want. All right, first job changer. Get these cubes open. Some more vigor potions. That's usually what they end up being. They just end up being more vigor potions, which is fine. Boost metal 7 days. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is quick plot, fetch aura, perfect. And then we get this promo gear for the job upgrade, looking way more sharp. Yeah, there's base ad. And then there's boom, 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 boom. Amy is sick, boy. And if you like the white aesthetic better, then that's why that's why the second job exists. And if you want to get a more edgy approach as to what he looks like, that's why the third job exists. And I think the third job is honestly the coolest. Like, I actually do have my own Discord called Ads Corner, and I don't know. I just kind of this is kind of what it is. It's just Ads Corner. I was gonna make an ads playlist, and it's gonna have some lo-fi on it. I don't know why I did. I don't know why I ever made that, but it's a thing that exists in it. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. If you did, still watching the VOD. I'm really trying to make it out there. I'm really trying my hardest. So if you could please share this out at KOG Games. I have Kurt's Pal installed. I do have that game installed. But yeah, if you like what you see, comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified whenever, because I'm going to try to do this more consistently. I have free time because of the whole shenanigan that's going on right now. So, I mean, I have so much more free time to stream. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Peace.